Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, welcome back, welcome if you're new. My name is Brittany, and in today's video I'm going to flip my most recent art challenge. This is for the Ugly Art Club 5-minute challenge, and I was recently moving out of 2023 going into 2024, destashing and organizing my stationery, and these little cardstock type cards by Southworth were something that I wasn't using. I couldn't come up with anything to use them for, and I didn't want to just throw them away, so I decided to use them to do the challenge with. And I just punched a hole in the top left corner, and then I connected them all together with this little binder ring, so it kind of made like a book. But we'll get into this. So the first prompt for the first day was cycle, and I just decided to do winter theme. This was actually like on the envelope of a Christmas card that I had gotten, and because the seasons are cyclical, I thought how perfect. And then I just put a little quote that I had heard that day that I really liked, which is creativity is intelligence having fun. And I just used different stamps, different colors, and then I hand wrote fun just to kind of make it look messy but blend in with the colors. For day 2, the prompt was lunar, and I had a moon rubber stamp and I wanted to use that for it, and I just took like these individual smaller ink pads and I just stamped it in different places on the rubber stamp to get that color effect. And then I put a celestial love stamp at the top because that's very sentimental to me and my husband, and I love all things celestial and to do with the night sky and stars, so how appropriate to be able to combine that with the prompt. And then I used a washi sticker that was celestial and also some washi tape that has the moon phases on it. And when I shared this to Instagram, I was able to find a song that kept playing in my head while I was creating this, and it's by Bruno Mars, Talking to the Moon, and I thought how appropriate. So I really had fun creating it. This might be my favorite one. Day 3 was slots, and I decided to actually cut into the card with a craft knife, and then I just used a handle with care sticker that I had gotten with an order. I did some hand stitching to sew this cardstock that the sticker was put on to the main cardstock, and then I stitched around the prompt. And then because I kept sticking myself with a needle, you can still see here where I went pretty deep into my finger. I put, "This is my art and it is dangerous," a quote from Beetlejuice. I love that. Day 4 was pine cone, and I had just recently purchased some craft cardstock for a project that I wanted to do. I wanted to make my own tags for another art challenge I'm doing. And so I took some of that paper, and then I, with my Silhouette Portrait 3 machine, put these little cone shapes, because you can make different shapes and you can drag your cursor and pull them out to make them larger or smaller. I made them small, and then I cut the tops off of all of them, and then I just placed them around and collaged them on top of one another and layered them to get the pine cone effect. And then I just messily scribbled around it to kind of give the impression that it was falling, or that it had landed and it was kind of like vibrating, maybe in like a puddle. Those are waves. You can interpret it however you like. Day 5 was censored, and we just happened to be watching the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation movie on a channel that decided to censor some of the language that was used in one of the scenes, and I wrote out what was supposed to have been said, and then I just drew an X over the words that were cut off, and then I put drawing. I drew a messy image that's supposed to be Clark Griswold, and some electrical tape that I cut real small and put that over his mouth, which I really like this one too. Then for day 6, it was hotel carpet. And I could not think of what to do. Originally, I had thought about actually getting like little grains of carpet and kind of like messily making a pattern, but I didn't want to tear up any carpet. I mean, I have some spare, but that's to replace if something happens to her. So instead, I used my Canon Ivy 2 printer, and I made images of the iconic pattern that was used in the film The Shining. And then because I didn't want it to just be this small section, I made 2, and then I cut it, and then it's kind of got wonky there. But this was the carpet that was in Overlook Hotel that was used in the movie. And then to remind myself, because I wasn't sure if I'd remember looking back, I just drew a little tricycle and put Danny Run, which is something that the mother yelled to the child in the movie, because he always used to ride the tricycle over the carpet. So that's what I did there. For day 7, the theme or prompt was high heels. Originally, I had wanted to sketch out like a Disney heel, kind of like after a princess, maybe do like one with ruffles and frills for Cinderella, or something like with fins for maybe Ariel. But I ended up going with a glittery butterfly / vine shoe that I saw and was inspired by, only I didn't include the butterflies. I only did the vine, and I tried to make the vine go down the sole of the shoe, and then I put a little flower. And if you can see, I used the liquid chrome mirror effect pen for the silver, and the Uniball Signo gold gel pen for the gold, so it kind of sparkles when you move it in the light. For day 8, the prompt was ambiguous, and I just decided to have fun. So I took some of my Posca paint markers, and I just very messily drew everywhere. Then I went in with that liquid chrome mirror effect pen and did some tighter scribbles, and then I outlined some yellow stars. So you can interpret that however you want. For day 9, the prompt was people, and I had been going through some of my stationery items, and I found a Ohio travel magazine, and this image was in there, and I had clipped it out because this is some place that I want to visit in Columbus, Ohio, in Germantown. And it's a beautiful like gift type store that has all kinds of like Ohio themed or Columbus themed items, kind of near the OSU campus. And I really would love to go there because they have cuckoo clocks and nutcrackers and houseplants. So I just clipped that out kind of as a reminder of what I was doing around that time, but also because there were some people talking outside the store. And I tried to cut it like the shape of Ohio. Obviously I didn't get the tip because it would have gone off, but yeah, that's what that one's about. For day 10, the prompt was landscape. So I took some calendars that I had an excess of for 2024, and I cut some of the imagery out and just kind of collaged them together to create this landscape. And I used Mod Podge to kind of collage that onto the cardstock. For day 11, the prompt was dip dye. So I took some watercolor paper that I had recently cut down to the size of an artist trading card, and I just messily hand tore it into strips. And then I took food coloring and hot water and dipped the strips into it until it was completely saturated, and then I dried them out with my craft heat gun and Mod Podged them layered on top of each other to collage. Then I just very messily drew some feet. I used that liquid chrome mirror effect pen again to do the nails, and I just wrote dipping my toes into 2024. And then for day 12, the prompt was odd number, and I had been seeing 1111 a lot that day. So some people believe that 1111 is an angel number. Some people who believe in synchronicity say that it's like a twin flame signal, or it's like signifies a new beginning. So I just wanted to remember that that's what I was seeing. And again, that's that Uniball Signo gold gel pen and the liquid chrome mirror effect pen that I used to create that. Day 13 was mismatch, so I drew some different sizes and shapes of socks, different colors, different patterns. Day 14 was biohazard, and I decided to use garbage or trash to kind of sew them on things that could be hazardous to animals or choking hazards. And this was like the little cap that was on our champagne from New Year's. These are some like candy wrappers, and I just thought that that would be a nice way to use those pieces. And then day 15, or prompt 15, was actually a bonus. So what I did, because it was Are You Listening?, was I decided to use some imagery that I had seen recently when I was looking for some inspiration, and just try to like draw my own interpretation of it. And this is supposed to be like an empty mind, whereas this one has a lot of things in it, some books, some stars, love, flowers, things like that. And I just put the little quote, "Empty minds make the most noise," because I thought that that was really impactful. And then to close it out, I just took the prompt from the challenge and did a little accordion on the back so that I would remember where the group that it was by. So that's what I have for you today for my art challenge / flip. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope that you will enjoy this new series. This is the first of it. I'm calling it Flippin' Fridays, and I'm going to try to post flips of art challenges, my journals, and other things on Fridays. So if you're interested, please like and subscribe to the channel, adjust your notifications so that you'll know when a new video comes available, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!